Welcome to BUNIYAAD podcast by Dr. Monica Nagpal. We did not inherit this world like this. Then how can we give this to our next generation in this form? We need to reflect mindfully on our core values and make conscious efforts towards protecting the planet and also achieve all sustainable development goals. With BUNIYAAD, I, Monica Nagpal, will bring to fore sustainability champions who are striving to bring back harmony with the nature and also dignity of each life. Namaskar दोस्तों, today again we are here with yet another episode of BUNIYAAD, laying the foundation of sustainable living. And today we have with us Archana, and we will know how much Archana can do, how beautifully she can do so many things. Welcome, Archana.
Thank you. Thank you, Monica. Thank you so much.
So Archana is a founder and director of Dharti ke Prehari Foundation. So this is a foundation which is dealing in some sustainability work, which she will tell us in more detail. So I will now request Archana to please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. Myself, I'm Archana Rungta. I'm the founder and director for Dharti ke Prehari Foundation. It's an foundation which is working in Delhi, especially South Delhi, Sarita Vihar and Jasola area, where we are trying to make the colonies, different parts of the colonies, as zero waste colonies. I myself own a school, which is a music, dance, and art academy school of around 200 students. So we are teaching 11 subjects there with different teachers. I have different professional teachers. So why I mentioned this is, along with your profession, yes, you can do something for the environment, for the society, which I am doing. Slowly you will let to know in this interview how we can do.
Absolutely, absolutely. So the various interests which Archana has and the way she is so dedicatedly working in her own colony and in her own place where she's staying, and also besides that, how she's going out and helping others to model whatever she's doing in her own colony. That is an exemplary example of how one person can really be that change maker wherever you are. You don't have to be present in very place where things are already working. No, you can start from anywhere, wherever you are. So I will ask Archana now that how did, because she is also having a school for which also she will tell how it came about. I will ask her how a music scale school came about, because she is not a teacher there. No, she is not a musician herself. And she will also tell what is her own skill and qualification, so that then we will come to the real story of sustainability. Please share that.
Yes, I have done my business administration as a profession. I was a business management student. I did the job for 2-3 years initially in the year of 2022 to 1992 93. But now I own a school which has different teachers, so that is my business, you can say, and it's my passion again because I'm working with different students there. I get to know the mentality of different students and like that. Thirdly, how I came into this NGO or environment thing. Yes, that's a story which actually my younger son, he motivated me about this. He said, he just randomly said, Mama, what will happen to my kids when they will grow up? How will they sustain or how will they live? How will they get fresh water and everything? So it clicked to my mind. I said, profession, yes, it is a profession. I'm handling it, but passion is this which you everyone can do and should do. This is the thing. And yes, you can start from your home and then to your colony, then to your city, and then to the state. Slowly, every drop, yes, if put in the ocean, it will just give the impact. That is true.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it is the child's curiosity which got the mother's thinking, and that is how this Dharti Ke Prehari Foundation was formed. Though it
Correct.
was formed a little later, but she started to work on a lot of things beforehand itself. And that is how now she is a kind of an ambassador of her own colony, where she is really taking care. So if you get overwhelmed by taking care of the waste of your own house, here is somebody who is taking care of the waste of the whole colony, plus more around her own houses. So let us hear the full story, that how now this sustainability came about, and how it all started, and what is the kind of impact that she is creating now.
Yes. So to be very exact, I started creating my own things in 2016. That time I used to make compost at my home only. Nothing used to go out of my home. We used to prepare compost from our kitchen waste. Then dry waste, yes, it has to be given to a kabadi wala so that they can get them recycled. Many things I used to just reuse them.
Hmm.
Secondly, slowly I approached my RWA, where I used to say RWA in Delhi, it's the residential welfare societies of every colony. They have separate RWAs. So I approached them, and at the community level in 2018, we started community composting there.
Hmm.
So no wet waste used to go out of our colonies, and dry waste, yes, we used to collect dry clothes, shoes, toys. We used to give the laborers who are working in the society itself, the house helps and everyone. And the plastics which cannot be used further are used to send to the recyclers. There
Hmm.
are many companies who are doing this. They are recycling them. They are converting them into benches, into chairs, into different stuffs.
Yes.
Slowly in 2019, I created started working with different colonies altogether.
Hmm.
And after 20 May COVID aa gaya, so we have to stop this at a level. But we have started single use plastic campaigns in our societies in nearby areas after that.
Hmm.
After COVID, I created the NGO in the name of Dharti ke Prehari Foundation, where exactly what we are doing is, I'll tell you, at home right now also I'm creating my own compost. I'm not sending anything out, although I have my own NGO.
Hmm.
But this why I'm mentioning again and again. Everyone says, "Hamare karne se kya hoga?" But
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
like that. The
Right.
manure which I'm getting, I'm putting in my plants. I have a beautiful terrace garden, so I'm using my own manure there.
Hmm.
So I was saying you about Dharti ke Prairie. Yes, so we started approaching different societies, different colonies for creating the compost pit, community composting in their areas.
Hmm.
Slowly they used to get convinced. Then we used to guide the rec pickers there to segregate the waste into dry and wet.
Hmm.
Whichever household is giving them segregated, that is perfect, but many of them are not doing, so we used to do that.
Hmm.
Then wet waste, yes, it is getting converted into the manure itself in their own society. And
Hmm.
the dry waste we used to collect in different 7 forms. I have my own MRF center in one of my colony. It's
Hmm.
a small MRF center where it is material recovery centers
Hmm.
facilities. So there we segregate glass, cardboards, we segregate plastics, clothes, old clothes, books, everything we segregate. Whatever they are giving to us, we are segregating them. The things which can go to the recyclers and convert it to a beautiful things, yes, we are sending them there. Many
Hmm.
things we just convert them into a decorative pieces, and we decorate the colonies itself
Hmm.
in the parks, in the society, so that you can see how we can use the bottles, other plastic like the uh, Bisleri bottles, the PET bottles, then the dahi matkas are there in Delhi. We
Hmm.
get this much handy sized here in Delhi, and we decorate them into a planter, into a lamp, anything, and we just decorate the societies.
Hmm.
And the clothes, the toys, we give the household helps here. I'm
Right.
doing this with the MCD in Delhi, South
Hmm.
MCD, Central Zone में आते हैं. So we are dealing with them. I am a brand ambassador for them as well in my area for the
Hmm.
Central Zone.
Hmm.
So yes, with the hands with the government and the societies and the neighbors nearby, we are doing this.
Yes. So this is it looks very simple when she is telling, no, it is ये ऐसे कर लेते हैं, ऐसे कर लेते हैं, ऐसे. It is looking so simple, but a lot of thing go into it, a lot of planning, lot of strategies, lot of effort goes into whatever she is doing. So I will ask her what are the challenges actually that she is facing when she is doing all of this, so that people are also aware when they start off that there are challenges, but with her grit and determination, she is able to take it forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
So initially, if I say my own house, yes, I have to make my mates learn again and again. I have to tell them again and again, don't do this. Many times in front of them only, I have two dustbins in my home and a plastic container, plastic bag separately, where we used to put the dry waste, dry plastic. But many times they put in the wet waste wala dustbin. I myself take it out from the dustbin in front of them. So they get hesitated, they get guilt, and they do that.
Correct.
Secondly, yes, to convince the societies, it's a biggest challenge.
Yeah.
Initially, you have to convince the 10 or 12 members of the society who are taking care of the societies in the name of, as I said, in Delhi, we call them RWAs. We
Yeah.
have to convince them. Then the challenges comes with every resident. Every resident has their own problems. And trust me, it's just the matter of habit and nothing else. If they get
Correct.
used to it within a month or two, it's so simple. The way I'm saying it is actually this way.
Correct.
So
Correct.
you can find my difficulty in last 2.5 years. I am able to convert only 4 to 5 societies into zero waste. This is
Right.
just
Right.
because it's a long process to make the people
Absolutely. Absolutely. There is
that.
resistance. For anything which we go forward and a change which we go forward, there is resistance. So
Yes,
that resistance can only be got over by persistence. That is what I say. When we persist with the people who are resisting can also get flat, and we can really help them to understand the importance of the environment, the
correct.
importance of the SDGs, and waste plastic is the most important thing, which is actually
Most
deteriorating the whole environment. Probably it is land or it in water. Plastic is creating havoc in every field.
every field.
Yeah, so that is where she is actually helping. And composting is a good thing because manure, your homegrown manure is like a gold, and you are creating gold at your own home. This black gold is very, very good for the plants, and you are turning all the wet waste which would have gone into the landfill, and it would have just got those smells, stinking smell to the neighborhood. Or probably when you burn it off, it will get that pollution of the air. All of that happens, but you can save all of that when you are doing what she's doing, like composting in your own colony. You can have large composting pits in your colony. You can get together and make those pits, and in those pits you can start composting with dry leaves. With your wet waste, you can use the dry leaves and you can start composting. And once it's just the beginning which is difficult. When you are used to it, it is
Used
little
to it,
easy.
it's easy.
Yes,
Yes, I
just
just want to interrupt. We normally we get, as I said, I'm working with the MCD, so we provide the certificates and the rebates from MCDs to the property tax payers, so
wow.
that the residents get motivated. The thing is, they in Delhi they have created 10% rebate of their property tax if the colony is zero waste in total,
Wow.
and they provide some fund also to the societies to for their development. Suppose the
Hmm.
road is has to be done or a park has to be developed, so the MCD do that.
Hmm.
Secondly, on a smaller scale, what initially I used to do by my own, I used to provide the cloth bags to the residents so that
Hmm.
make the habit of taking a bag to the market and they don't take the plastics from the
Yes,
vendors.
correct. Correct.
And if any household is coming to me and giving us the plastic, so we give them some clothes or some incentives to the households.
Hmm.
And to the residents, yes, if I'm creating manure from a community composting, we are getting lot of, we say it as a black gold.
Yeah,
So whoever is giving us the plastic of 1 kg, we give them the manure 1 kg in return.
very
So
good.
these are
Very
some tips and tricks which we are using to motivate them.
Absolutely. So before I asked her about the practical tips, she's already shared all the practical tips which she is actually using to motivate people. Because yes, since childhood we are so much all about reward. No, we always
Yeah.
want the reward for whatever small thing we are doing, even as a child. So here she is giving a lot of rewards if we are able. So if you also want to do something like this in your colony, you will know that we have all this kind of a reward which can be given to the members of the society, so that they get that motivation. No, it is an motivation which is not intrinsic probably, but then from outside, if you get that motivation, probably you start the ball rolling, and later they will get used to all of this and they are on your side then. So till the time they are on your side, you have to keep on giving them incentives regarding each and every step, each and every effort that member of the society is taking. Yeah, this is so nice that you are doing all of this, Archana. But how about your own children and all your family? How is it supportive, or they think you are crazy cleaning everybody's house?
No, I'm lucky in that case. Actually, my kids, as I told you, he himself, in the young age, my younger one was like, "Ki Mama, what will happen?" So they are
Hmm.
always being supportive to me. I got award from LG also for my this work. After creating my NGO and converting 5 societies, I got an award. So my kids and my husband, they themselves get motivated. Yes, you are doing something. You are making a difference. My husband is also very passionate about all this. Initially, he started preparing manure at home. That was
Okay.
his idea in 2016, which we started.
Okay.
Secondly, yes, many times we do the carpooling at home. We
Hmm.
try to save energy as much as we can in any form.
Correct.
I have solar panels in my home.
Hmm.
We are trying to put it totally upstairs at the terrace so that the minimum energy we can take, whatever we have. So
Correct.
these are the things, yes, which we are following. I don't waste water from the tap itself. When I'm
Yeah.
washing my vegetables or fruits, yes, my maid is putting them into the plants they are watering the plants.
Correct.
So I am lucky in that case. Yes, my whole family is with me for this.
And how are you encouraging your friends and your probably siblings and your extended family? How are you encouraging them?
Yes, they many times my friends, they never other if they are going with me to the market, they make sure that they don't carry a plastic bag. They
Yeah,
don't ask for a plastic bag. If they ask, they are not having. I take out my cloth bag and I gave it to them.
yeah.
In fact, you will just wonder whenever I go to my nearby market, which is my colony market, the vendors, if I don't have by chance a bag, so they don't give me anything. Ma'am, aap hamara चालान करा दोगे. So I'm we are not giving you a plastic bag. It's like
Correct.
that. So my friends, yes, slowly I have not converted them 100% into the way I am, but they are trying. Many of them have started putting 2 bins in their houses. Now
Hmm.
and then, whenever we are sitting, I just किसी ना किसी तरीके से I'm just trying to make them. Uh, a week before, I have a gathering at my home. So the straws you see, normally people have that paper straws nowadays. I have
Correct.
steel straws in my home.
Yes, yes.
So I serve the drinks with the steel straws. So
Hmm.
they all were so excited. So next day, I just bought 7 or 8 pairs of straws and I just gave them as a gift. Ki,
Yeah.
please stop using these things.
Correct.
These
Because
are
even using paper straw is you are cutting the trees to get this paper to make the straws. And that paper which you are using as straw is also just one time and you are just throwing it away. So that also is going to the landfill again. So we have to again think very mindfully and very wisely as to what we are using. Sometimes in name of sustainability, we may do something which is again against it because in that enthusiasm, we may not even know what we are doing, which is actually
Mm.
causing even worse effects to the society and to the environment. So I will again ask if she has something, some message for all of us and some small tips for how we all can become something which she is doing more like her. Yes.
See, as a message, as a request, you can consider it as my request as well. Ki please, please, please start segregating the waste at your home. That is the first point. Then try to be sure that waste goes to the final end in a proper way.
Hmm.
The wet waste, yes, it should be a compost. Secondly, the dry waste should go to the recyclers or it should be reused. You have to keep, you can put 3 R's in your house. Everywhere you can just write, reduce, reuse, or recycle.
Hmm.
You, this should be the final and the only motive of your life because this is the need of an hour and you need to have you just make sure that in a month we will just motivate 5 people. We will
Correct.
start and then we'll motivate 5 people in a month. Slowly
Correct.
you will start making a difference in the societies, and trust me, if you are doing alone also, then also you are making a difference. And just do
Absolutely.
the best.
So nice, so nice. So what she is meaning is that your own sustainable behavior. It is your own behavior which is actually going to start to affect you. Before you do something, be something. Be a person who is wise and mindful in using whatever you are doing. And then when you are starting to take the action, you can motivate people around you. You are doing that is good, but also share about all of this, what you are doing. Don't feel shy that I wore the same sari again and again, or we wore the same clothes again, or probably two of my children are sharing some stuff. I'm sharing because I keep sharing my daughter's clothes with, like she will style in a different way, I will style in a different way. We can wear the same clothes, and that we can do because we are of the almost the same size. She has got a thinner, but I have kept some of her clothes, so I can keep wearing those. So this is how there's no like you cannot feel less if you are doing all of this, but you are actually contributing to the world uh, environment. You're also contributing to each SDGs which are there, and especially we are talking here about waste management and climate, how it is going to be affected. No plastic consumption has to be reasonable. Responsible consumption is what she's talking about here. So these are the things which we have spoken about here today, and I'm calling out to anybody who is resonating with all of this, and you have some ideas regarding SDGs on any of the 17 ones, you can please ping me and I will reach out to you, and you can be my next guest here so that we can continue to create this ripple effect of awareness through this show called Bunyad. So thank you so much, Archana. It was really lovely having you here. And I'm sure with your tips and tricks, people will be able to create their own colonies in a better way, a zero waste colony. And they will also create a lot of black gold, which they can use and in their own plants and make their colonies more green. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was so nice talking to you, and you are actually doing a very good job. Bunyad is just trying to create difference, and yes, that is the only need of the hour.
Thank you so much. Namaste.
Thank, thank you. Namaste.